Is this bad boy right here. This is what's good? It's your boy Chevy back with another video. As you can see, we are in a different setting right now. You're like, yo, where is your boy at, bro? Right now, we are in your boy's basement right now. I gotta show you guys something really cool today. Now, you guys know your boy has been playing around with the RC cars, and I've been rocking those for a minute now, with the crawlers especially. And if you guys remember, I had a TRX4M I showed you guys on here. It was a white Bronco. It's got some modifications done to it. Like I said, you guys can modify these things. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So right in front of me is my Ford Bronco TRX4M, made by Traxxas, 1/18 scale. As you can see on the front, we are now rocking, metal front grille with the LED light bar. I 3D printed out this roof rack for the top of it. Moved one of the old wheels to the back. Put a little gas can on here with the little 3D printed holder for it. It's normally where the hitch goes in, but it has a metal rear bumper on it. If we swing around to the side, we're running brass wheels. Your boy is rocking the crawler tires on here. Now, you guys might have seen that in the last video. Now, if I pop the top off, you may notice something a bit different. There's no interior in here anymore. That's because I've actually swapped over the whole chassis to this aluminum Injora chassis. Still running the stock servo, stock motor, stock battery. However, we are also running now the Injora suspension. Look at this thing, with 30 weight shock oil in it. And what we're gonna do today is actually compare it to my wife's TRX4M. She still has the interior in hers. She has metal wheels, same crawler tires. She threw a little bit of stickers on hers. If we go to the inside, still the old chassis. Same suspension as before. Put these little spacers on here so it can clear these tires. But this is what her setup is looking like. Now, one thing you'll notice with my new suspension on there, if we look at the rear wheels on this, just to show you guys the rear wheels, there's how much clearance she's rocking here. If you go fully compressed, it's touching. Go on mine, fully compressed, not rubbing in the rear. So your boy is super excited to show you guys this, and you might have already seen it, but in the back here, I have a whole track setup. Let's go ahead and show you guys the track where we're gonna compare hers versus mine that's been upgraded a bit. And I do have some other upgraded features for this. That'll be in another video. So let me show you guys the track. Let's run through that. And as we go through this track, you're going to notice just a different iteration of what we started at for a track and what we're looking like now. So I 3D printed a bunch of stuff. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Without further ado, let's jump into this thing. We're gonna start off with Shawty's car, going over the obstacles. Let's take this thing up. Light work. All right. 3-point turn it. A little quick turn. Boom. Simple. No problem for hers. Yo, her thing actually cleared that a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Let's do mine now, and let's see how that's looking. All right, let's give mine a shot now. I ended up moving that little piece that was sitting on the field out. So let's go ahead and take it over. Take our time. A lot of good clearance on this. No biggie. Go around our circle. Perfect. All right, let's move over to the next phase. Next challenge is gonna be seeing if we can climb either of these two pieces here. I got two mountains here, line it up. And I just wanna see if it'll actually climb it. Enough grip, enough clearance, not a problem. All right, oh, we hung up a little bit on the front there. All right, let's check out the next climb. This should be a piece of cake. Up and over, perfect. And let's check this last little bit. Coming from an angle, up and over. Not a problem. Now let's test out my car. Alrighty, the battery in my car ended up being dead. So I actually have to, I'm just gonna use one car at a time here. I ended up playing around with my car a lot yesterday, so let's just see if it climbs up over this. No problem. Climbed over that, no problem. This thing isn't glued down. Now let's check out the next piece. So much clearance. Makes it so easy. Let's check this side. Boom, no problem at all. Let me just show you guys some of the clearance I'm talking about here. If I get in here, you can see there's so much room under there for all of these little pieces. So it's not an issue with getting over at all. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's move over to our next phase. All right, we're now on to the next phase of the track. This is all 3D printed out. If you guys want the files, let me know. So let's see. Not a problem. Now this right here is a huge rock. We rolled it. Let's give it another shot. Let's reset ourselves. See, we come from a different line. Rolled it. Let's try it one more time. You got to come over it just perfectly. All right, let's move over to the teeter top. Perfect. It's getting bound up there. The front bumper was getting stuck up. As you can see, it's got good ground clearance here. Low center of gravity makes it over not a problem. That's the one thing I will say. With her low center of gravity, it makes it getting over these things so easy for her. Let's check out my truck now. We're talking new chassis, new suspension. Let's see if it performs any better. A lot of good ground clearance, but it does sit pretty high up. Makes getting over that rock not a problem. Now I reset the teeter-totter already. Let's see how that goes. Not a problem. Let's see. No hang up of the bumper. All right, so now we're about to move over to the final phase of this track just to see if there's really any big differences happening here. The biggest thing I'm starting to see is ground clearance, especially from the shocks. The new chassis, it stays a little bit more stable, less chance of rolling over as well as what I'm noticing. So if that's something that you're dealing with a lot with your TRX4M, I definitely recommend this. And honestly, it's just a lot of fun being able to wrench on this thing when I can't go out into the cold and wrench on the car or my truck or anything like that. So, you know, if you guys like wrenching on stuff, working on things, I definitely recommend this hobby for you guys as like a winter hobby or just a hobby that's just not as expensive when you're not wrenching on your car. All right, first thing we're gonna do is the stairs. Let's go back a little. Whoa. Coming off just a bit there. Let's try that again. Had to give it a little more gas just to get it up and over the bump. Perfect. Great ground clearance right here. Look underneath there. It's not touching. Looks perfect. Coming down. Perfect. The next step over here is really just like a little slight ramp. This should be a piece of cake. It should just be able to go up and over. Nice grip on the tires. Coming down the other side. Perfect. All right, then last but not least, going up over this little incline. Now this is from the opposite side, so it's gonna be very slippery. Want to see if it actually make it up and over. And it did. Over the whoops. And now you got two huge, huge humps. Show you guys from this perspective. Look at those things. just crawled right over it. I just want to show you guys, let's see if we can go the opposite way. Look at that suspension just work. Honestly, that didn't seem like any challenge for my TRX4M. Let's try it out on my wife's with the stock size suspension. Same chassis as stock. Let's see if it makes any difference here. I think we may see an impact here. Let's see if we can do the same thing we did with mine. Give it a little bit of gas. Holy smokes, we're almost off. Looks like we saved it. Partially. Alrighty, it made it through. Alright, made it through that last part with not a lot of drama. This should be very easy for it as well. We should go up and over. Oh. Almost flipped over there, but seems to make it. All right, now we're just gonna take it from this angle again, take it up and over the ramp, and let's see how it does. All right, looks like the ground clearance there is really giving it an issue with coming over from this angle. We did it though. We made it over. Let's check out how it does on these big old humps. Not a problem with that. Let's take it back the other way. All right, let's go. It was binding up for a second there, but up and over, not a problem. I guess that just shows you could do this with either setup that is on your whip of your TRX4M, but with the upgraded chassis, the upgraded suspension, and I got something in store for you. You guys are definitely gonna wanna see. It does make it do the job a lot easier without all the drama, and it does make it a little more fun, right? You got a lot more ground clearance. You can take it and do different things that you aren't able to do with that stock ride height. With it raising your center of gravity up, I do recommend you put a little bit more weight down low, preferably to the front. And that's sort of what we're gonna work on next. So I hope you guys are excited to see what I got in store for the TRX4M. This thing is a lot of fun, it's a blast. I love playing around on all these different pieces. Now I do have other ones that are printed out. I just didn't bring them all out today. So if you guys want the links for that, let me know. I'll put them down below. I got them off of Bamboo Handy, things like that. These things are so much fun to play with, mix and match, move things around, right? One of my favorite ones I like that I built was that teeter totter. Super cool to be able to go up and then fall down on one side and then take it off. I do want to show you guys something really cool that I just recently picked up. Let me show you guys. Give me 1 second. It's this bad boy right here. This is an Axial SCX30, right? As you guys can look, we got Vegeta on the top. Took off the roof rack off the top of it. Took off the little light bar on the front of it as well. Took off the rear wheel and just put the license plate holder there. This thing right here is a lot of fun. It's so small. This thing is a lot of fun. It's super awesome. The tires on this thing grip so well. And I've been actually testing it out on this track. This track is a little too big for it. So I may actually go into the 3D printer, rescale it down so that way I can actually have a small scale track for this little guy. But let me show you guys sort of how fun this thing is to use. Just for size comparison, you see how small this one is on the track. Like, you have to be so precise with the movements just because you can see the tires almost fall in between the cracks on this. Let's just bring it down the other side now. Perfect. Like, this whoops here, way too big. Like, that thing is not handling that at all. However, the little waves inside of here may be a possibility. And this thing could just drive right through the middle of this. This thing is a world of fun, especially when you're taking it just like on a desk. Let me show you guys real quick on this table. And I'll show you guys sort of how fun it is really to play on things like that. I love these small RCs when it's like a snowstorm outside, things like that, because now I can play with them inside. I don't have to worry about the weather outside. I don't have to worry about working on my car. These things are a ton of fun. Let me show you guys on this desk. All right, so I got this thing back here on this table. Just to be able to crawl over stuff. It's so much fun. Whether you're gonna crawl over like a remote control. A lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy me playing with the Axio SCS30 and also these TRX4Ms. They're a lot of fun, they're a blast. The new chassis with the suspension, I can definitely notice the difference. I do want to add a little bit more weight down low, so I hope you guys are excited to see when I do that and modify it onto that. If you want to see the install video, let me know, and I can actually record an install video putting that on if you guys need help with that kind of stuff. These things are like miniature cars with the transmissions, the differentials, all of that stuff that's built into these things. They're so much fun. It's your boy Chevy. We're signing out with another video. I'm gonna leave some links for these parts down below. If you use those links, it helps the channel out. Anyways, we're signing out with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough.